Hello and good evening, good afternoon there. So it's Thursday, and yeah, we're back to what I like to call Variety Thursday, even though Variety has so far only been either we do XCOM anyway or we do Project Zomboid. Now, actually, we did Hearthstone one week, right? So it's 3 games. I think that counts as Variety. Um, I was looking at the past Project Zomboid streams, and I thought. Two things that bugged me a little bit about those. One thing was relying on a multiplayer server that at that point was fairly unstable, and we had that first stream with like 4 different restarts. And while the restart server kind of, the start is always fun, it was a little bit frustrating, especially waiting for the server to reboot and all of that. The other thing was where I basically had started already then, and then brought the stream in to a ongoing character, and it's like, yeah, I've played X hours on this character already that you can't see, and now I'm almost done, and it's just too advanced. So I think doing a kind of exclusive to this stream character, where basically if you hear from the start to finish for each stream or watch the watch or whatever, you see the whole progress of the character, is probably more interesting, hopefully. I'm saying character, just fully sure that I'll survive the whole time with a single character. We'll see how that goes. So let's jump in. I have prepared a bit of a mod list. So we have a bunch of vehicle mods, lots of maps that make things different, more interesting. And what I especially like about the map mods is that I don't have an online map to look everything up, basically, and it's kind of lots of exploration. So lots of unknown factors for me. That's always interesting. And we're going with just like 80 to 100 mods, not too bad. The game has to load. And we're going with a customized sandbox setting. One of the mods we have is the so-called random spawn mod, which basically has here a randomizer for, yeah, you can spawn anywhere on the map. Good luck. So that's what we're going to select. And we have a preset here, which is basically apocalypse settings with a few modifications. So I set a few items to extremely rare over rare, what it is normally on apocalypse, and I disabled zombie respawn and migration, simply because respawn always bugged me in the game, and it doesn't affect you anyway, but depending on how long we take this playthrough or this character, potentially setting yourself the goal as in, hey, I want to clear this town or that town, or I want to clear the whole map, is something you can actually do, but respawn will always be more than you could kill in a single day. So that's why I don't like that. Anyway, we're using Firearms B41. I haven't played with that actually yet. On the multiplayer server I was playing previously, we had the Brita's weapons mod, and those felt too much, a little bit too powerful maybe, and I've heard a lot of good things about Firearms. Let's see how that shakes out. Maybe if it's also too strong. Like, the vanilla weapons are okay, but I'm not... I feel like there's something always missing there. A little bit too basic. Anyway, I haven't actually thought at all about the character, so I've been running a lot of police officer builds in the past, just for shooting. But I think I want to do something different this time. We could go with a good old fire officer build, which gives us X skill, gives us fitness, sprinting, strength. Well, sprinting doesn't really matter, but some additional strength and sprinting. I'm gonna throw in my typical negative traits that I always like. Clumsy. I'm gonna take slow reader, even though I don't have increased reading speed. Weak stomach. Just gotta eat good food. Conspicuous is fine. Prone to illness is okay as long as we don't run around in the rain too much. Mocha. Playing a little bit around with hemophobic, which is basically you get stressed out when you're bloody. Which is a lot of wasted time on cleaning yourself, which is super annoying. Let's get slow healer. We're gonna get thin skinned. Gives us 39 points to play with. Once you've played with strong, you never play without strong again. It's such a good word. And I'm probably gonna say athletic. Like athletic, I'm like, yeah, fit is normally fine. Athletic gives you a little bit more flexibility. I think we're just gonna go with fit. Save a little bit on the trade points. I wanna have fast learner. We don't have nimble yet, so I kinda need the gymnasts. Like you always want, ideally, at least one weapon skill that you can focus on so that it trains faster. You want nimble for the faster, training of nimble, and I think you want at least fit and what's the other one? The not strong, but one below that, or strong and athletic. And you definitely want keen hearing. These are 6 points to work with. I don't have dexterous yet, do I? Alright, definitely dexterous, definitely cat's eyes. I guess we take wakeful. I need to rethink a little bit since it's single player and I actually have to sleep now. Gotta have a proper sleep schedule. If I can't get it in real life, at least get it in game, huh? And I think we're just gonna randomize a little bit here. Marcy Papas. I don't want actually firefighter pants because they slow you down. You wanna be Marcy? Let's be Marcy Papas. Howdy, Tony. Hello there. How you doing? Alright, let's see how long Marcy will survive in this world. Completely random spawn. So I did run one test game before the stream to see, if the mods are working fine and not getting any errors. And it spawned me in some random church in a highly populated town, and the church had nothing to loot, absolutely nothing. So I basically had to immediately run out to the street and see how I get along there. So that was interesting start. Alright, we are in a fairly populated town here. Let's go a little bit away from the window. I have no idea which city that is. Oh boy. Okay, we're in Louisville, the big city. That's fun. Books are not a priority, but I kinda feel like having a little bit on board. Not wrong. Yeah, our first and second weapon, a griddle pan and a griddle pan. We have something for water. Oof, completely empty fridge. This game hits home here. For real. Gun case in my starting house. A Beretta with a magazine and a box of ammo. Well, I'm gonna take it, but You know, I didn't go with police officer, so I have absolutely zero weapon skill. Let's rip this so we have something in case we, you know, scratch ourselves, some bandages. And you know, I think I'm gonna wear that hoodie. Just running around with a t-shirt. I mean, it is July, the normal start date in the game, so it's not too bad. I need something. I didn't want to take it, but I guess we take the saucepan and fill it with water. Because I have a high thirst character, so I want to have something to drink. And yes, for some reason, even while fighting, the character can also balance a saucepan with water and not lose a single drop. Right. Nice quiet neighborhood. I see one dude across the street. Ooh, is that an axe? Okay. Alright. I think this panned out nicely. Sure, let's check these other houses. In the background. You know, I actually expected more activity here, considering we are in Louisville. I hear a zombie. One of these doors are moving, so it's upstairs. Oh. That was almost awful. Oh, someone is coming in from outside. This door's moving. Alright. Oh, that. Alright. Not gonna complain about not having enough to do here. This is not a bad spot. Got a 2-story building with some room. Let's stop around the corner to get to work. What more could you want? Huh? So we're still looking for like a bottle or something, like an actual water container. Just trying to look around if there's any like barricaded buildings. Which may or may not have been... Oh, military boots. Okay. Now, you see in the tooltip for military boots, right? There's a... It says run speed modifier 0.9. That doesn't work at the moment. So this is bugged in the current version of Project Zomboid. So at the moment, I don't care about this. Once it's no longer bugged, I'm not so sure anymore, though. Take the book show VHS. Can learn from that later on. What else? I saw painkillers, vitamins, bandage. Already got a needle, so I don't need that swing kit. Alright. Take a sip. Down here. nothing. Okay, I'll take one more bandage. Though, ideally, we don't want to get hurt. There are some good books, but I don't want to weigh myself down with books at the moment. Not until I find a backpack or something. Or until I've decided on where I want to base. Also, I haven't seen a single car yet. What kind of neighborhood is that? Do these people not have cars? I'm a little bit torn if I want to loot all these houses or if I want to head out a little bit further. I really like a water bottle. Or any sort of bottle that I can turn into a water bottle. Dude outside. Let's try a first aid kit on the ground and check here. I've got a proper bandage, searcher needles, alcohol wipes. Cool. Condition on that hammer is really bad, so actually let's put that hammer there. And if we're running into weight issues, we can throw the other hammer away. I think the guy from outside saw me. Lots of books, okay. Yeah. Close the wrong door. That axe, I mean, it's still in good condition, right? So has some swings left in it. I miss it already. I mean, that does weighs almost nothing, so we can take some magazines with us to read later. Flip-flops, no, not really my style. I think I'm gonna ignore the next few houses and check a little bit further down the road. Check out the neighborhood. I want to see if there's a car anywhere. Any sort of, maybe a shop, grocery store or something. Ooh, there's a slightly bigger group, and I keep hearing zombie noises from the trees. There's another one. Yeah. First one shot of the day. That's locked. You will bash that in eventually. That's 4. There's some shops down there. Maybe we try... That's a big whiff. Oh no. I don't like these messages of my ex losing durability. That is not what we need right now. It's another one. Kind of rude just invading the house like this, yeah. So another one. Window is broken. That's not a good sign. Right. Yeah, let's have a nibble on this bread. Fresh cabbage, cabbage. As long as I don't have a bottle, I'm gonna just drink manually when I have an opportunity. Oh yeah, one thing I changed is it's set to 2-hour long days. So normally in the game, each in-game day is 1 hour long, and I changed it to 2. What we have here? Definitely need a screwdriver as a basic tool. Let's grab some nails. That's always useful. Let's take the more gas can. Running into some issues with weight. Oh, hang on. Okay. I think it's time to say goodbye to the griddle pans. Crowbar. That's almost broken. That's also very broken. Okay. Crowbar is a really, really durable weapon. That's not gonna break. I think it's the most durable weapon in the game, so that's like the lowest chance to break on attack. A duffel bag. Hello. That changes things. Throw everything into the duffel bag, especially those canned food items. Still have room. Yeah, okay. Keep the fresh food here. Okay, so now we have suddenly 8 weight to play with. It is all coming together, you could say. Oh, and it's time for the Woodcraft show on TV. Okay. So every 6 hours basically, you can catch like a show on TV, which gives you some skill points here. So this is the carpentry show. We would get more if we had read the corresponding book. Could also read something while watching the show, but it's almost over already. Woodcraft. Alright. Now I'm kind of surprised. Is this not a 2-story building? Didn't see stairs anywhere. Okay, we found our first car. Yay. Just not sure that it's in a good condition. You even have the key for the car. Oh, nice. Nice one. Nice one, game. Can I actually get in? Yeah. Oh, cigarettes. Okay, cool. Yeah. Alright. You know what? I'm gonna start collecting some electronics. We can dismantle that for electric skill points later on, so that we can hotwire cars. Alright, anyway. I think I kind of have a bit of an idea where in the city I am. Alright, let's start clearing out this area around the diner. These jerks, these 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I don't have a problem attacking 2 at a time. 3 is okay. I mean, 4 should be fine. Just concerned about the weapon break-in. We're coming, one is an idiot, and the other one didn't notice us. Okay. That's the X gone. Just damn kids trying to demolish bus stops. Alright. So I'm a smoker, right? So let's have a quick smoke here to get rid of the anxious. Let's have a look around if we're blessed here with the cars and this parking lot. This one is open. And we have, I guess, more matches. No key. Let's pick up a pen so we can put some notes onto our map. And we have a rosewood map. Which, you know... So reading the map adds it to your overall map. And rosewood is over there. So it's not super helpful at the moment. At least we got it. Oh, that looks like a bottle. But it's not. That's just the graphics. Gummy bears. No. Like bottles. Candy. Yeah, probably gonna pick up a little bit here or there. Just I want to check. Yes, that's a bottle. So we can drink the orange soda and then have it fill it up with water later on. You know what? I'm gonna take the fresh fruit here. because you don't get that later in the apocalypse. Not sure what the farmers are doing, but they're getting real lazy. Tuna and sardines. Yeah, sure. Let's start collecting garbage bags. Like, think long term. Eventually, so by default, in the first 30 days of the game, power and water will be shut off. So you need to take care of your own water supply, and one way to do that is to build water collectors, and you need garbage bags for that. Oh, fresh potatoes. That's the light switch. I'm not sure how I clicked on that. Yeah, I didn't check the freezer here. Chicken and stuff. Well, kinda part of me was hoping that we might find a car key in there. Okay, we have one more option in terms of car keys. They could be inside, so we can... Yeah, or we could have that. Wonderful, wonderful. That's not going to cause any problems. Someone was attracted by that sound and broke in here. There's someone coming. Oh, this guy saw us. Great. So, car alarms, right? In the year 1993, where this game is playing, like an extremely rare thing, which is also the setting in the game. Extremely rare. So having this on the very first car that we smash, guess is making up for all the other luck we had so far. And out of the woodworks, yeah. There. 2, 3. Keep on coming. Guess we don't have zombie respawn, right? Everyone you kill is actually dead for good. Oh, that was a blind angle. Okay. So one is attacking the door from the inside, one from the outside. Yeah, someone on the outside of the garage door. So someone across the street, someone in the woodwork here. Oh, okay. Alright, I think I'm just gonna have a quick look if there's something useful in here. I don't have a saw yet. Wonderful. And then we're out of here. Was a little bit too much at the same time. Now, they shouldn't chase me too far. Shouldn't. Unless I trigger a house alarm here or something. Definitely I'm hearing zombie sounds from inside the building. Right, so someone's upstairs, I guess. Big whiff. That was almost it. With my swing, thankfully hit the push and just in time. Oh, beta blockers. Wonderful. Can block all the betas. Now, what's this on the table here? Screwdriver, cordless phone. Let me just dismantle all of this. I shouldn't actually do that. Not without having read the magazine for that. At least it gives us some room. Foraging book. Starting to consider. Okay, let's take that with us. Getting it's 3 in the afternoon now, so it's not super late, but kind of have to think what I want to do here. It's not giving me the option to rest. That means we're fully rested. Okay. I think I want to push back towards the car that we broke open. Like 4 zombies pulled into that house. I was just concerned after fighting all of this stuff in the backyard that we would be exhausted and getting tired. They broke down the door, and then what? They left again? In a nice pile there. Broke up down the garage door even. Okay. Oh, that's... Okay. Physical exertion. I need that. I never checked it. Oh, I should really... Okay. Vehicle mechanics. Super useful later on. So even though I'm getting towards the limits of... Yeah, I really need to find a car so that we can start storing stuff in a car. Stop picking up every little shit that is even remotely useful. Hi. Why don't you just come in? Did I whiff that? Close it up again. Quickly check Zooks, the rest of this building. Fancy pants here with their own bathroom next to the bedroom. When you have a single bedroom in the house. Okay, so there's a couple free zombies there, and also a group there. Oh, hang on. No, I think, you know what? I have it on good authority that there's no key in that car. Okay, how many did come from there? Oh boy. No. So anyway, what's up west of this place here? We've been focusing too much on the south and east. Let's go a little bit north, go a little bit west. My biggest regret right now is before I was smashing in that car window, I was seeing that I could siphon gas from that car, so it was fueled up. And I should have just taken that gas. Hang on. I'll be right with you. I'm just gonna have a quick smoke. Smoke and a pancake. Where are my smokes? Where are my cigarettes? Also getting a little bit peckish. It's none on those snow strawberries. This guy's getting on my nerves. Oh, we check. Is that the house you checked before that was closed? I think it is. Okay. So I think if we don't find a way out of this neighborhood by nighttime, then this will be the place where I want to stay. Because I think this should be clear. We've closed all the doors behind us, right? The windows are still intact. We can even close some curtains here. Okay, we still have a few hours of daylight left. I want to check out this area. Like 6 garages? You think there are 6 cars somewhere. There's 1 car wreck. Thank you, game. Some tools probably in there on that shelf. We try to get inside and check those shelves, but I feel like what's the second shelf or some boxes there? I'd be more interested. Okay, there's a motorbike over there. A big ass building that I don't know what it is. And a huge group of zombies. Hasn't spotted me. So after the first few days, zombies will start to like group up a little bit. You know, they gather in the streets, they make a little bit noise, which attracts other zombies, and they group up in like groups of like 20 or so. So sooner or later we'll have to just deal with that. This house looks like they had a party going. Iska. Doesn't she come in? Oh. Oh. Oh, yeah. 3 police officers from that police car. Okay. Alright. Got a holster. Got a bulletproof vest, which is probably... It's gonna encumber us a little bit. Especially if I also want to take that nightstick. I don't think I want... Let's drop the cold on the ground. So zombie corpses with my settings disappear after 2 days. Stuff that you put on the ground does not disappear. Still carrying around the broken hand hatchet. Okay, let's get rid of that. Throw it on one of the corpses. Okay. Sorry, the mods command is for when I usually play XCOM. I don't have a mod list yet for this, since it's just the first time that I'm playing with these mods here today. So I need to kind of check if I want to change anything later on. But I'll get a mod list up soon. Another show VHS tape, okay. We're gonna be cooking so hard here. I think it's time to get rid of some of this canned food, which is just, like, it weighs too much for the effect it has. Cereal is so much better. Oh. Chips, beer, wine, all strewn over the floor. This is definitely a party house. I was not invited. They were basically my neighbors. Isn't that rude? Alright, so what now? Check out the police car. Kill that guy. And read for us. I wish you could just read it to add it to your map, but not actually read it because, you know, I don't want it to take up all my screen space. Oh. Prisoner. Double back with ripped sheets. Okay. There's another prisoner in there, another policeman. He's having a hard time with that window. What else in here? We needed any more duffel bags, we've got them here. Useful DVD. VHS even. A little bit early for DVDs. Electronic stuff again. Is that the one we already have? Then again, it's like the electronics magazines are kind of pointless. Timer. Like you can do kind of improvised explosives with that, but they are kind of weak sauce, so. Definitely not priority in my book. What is priority though? Is it getting a proper bandage, not just the adhesive bandages? Again, I don't want to take damage anyway, so who needs bandages, right? I'll try this again. Alright, this time I'm gonna siphon first. This is a trashed car anyway. Like even if we find the key inside, this is not gonna take us far. But if we find a car with the key and without gas, now we can fuel it up. Just get in. Trunk, unlock the door. Oh, another Beretta. Oh wait, what was the condition on the one we found earlier? I have that in my main inventory? Full condition, alright. Just take the ammo then. The matches. That's... Okay, grab that. Immediately throw it on the ground. Just take the vibes. That's a huge parking lot there, but the only thing we saw so far is a single motorcycle. Which, you know, when finding cars or transportation, you have basically 3 options or 4 options to find the key. It's sometimes on the ground, just right next to the car or nearby. Yeah. Sometimes the key is just in the ignition when you get in, get on. Sometimes the key can be in a nearby building or in the glove box. Well, turns out motorcycles obviously don't have a glove box, so you already have one less chance of getting the key. You get like 2 more, so yeah, that okay. Free work still.
Raiders roll.
There's a raid coming in, episode 0. Thank you very much for the raid. I'll give you a shout out in a second here. I'm assuming you were playing some Long War of the Chosen.
To see you again.
Alright, hang on, this is single player. I can just pause. Yeah, everybody. If you're not already following episode 0, please do so. Mod Jam is harder now. Yeah, so I'm assuming that the psionic changes, right? The new sectoid alien and a lot of other things made things a little bit more dicey. I'm not sure. I saw the changes to the underbarrel stuff that Kiruka added today, which seemed interesting because you no longer have the mobility penalty. It's like, oh, I might actually use that. Yeah, anything else that got significantly harder there? And Ecomatics. Do Spider Chew and everybody else coming in. Hi, my name is Ava. I'm usually playing XCOM most of the time, 95% of my time, either on YouTube or here on Twitch. Thursdays we do a little bit variety, which lately has turned into a lot of Project Zomboid, which I really enjoy. We just started this game about an hour ago, pretty much an hour ago. And we're just trying to get our foothold here, trying to find a car so that we're mobile. We're playing with random spawns, and the game spawned us. Hang on, I can actually open the map and then pause. No, I cannot. In the middle of Louisville, the biggest city on the map with the biggest zombie population. So that's fun. And we're trying to get through here. Now I'm only, let's say only playing on the standard apocalypse game mode. So if you watch Project Zomboid, any other streamer, a lot of people will play like on crazy zombie populations. I think I need to tone down the game sound a little bit. Let me actually just do that. Because I feel like when I'm fighting, I can't talk because it's too loud. Now I might no longer hear the zombies correctly, but that's fine. So Apocalypse is, I think, 2 times the zombie population total, and a lot of people play like on 8 times, 16 times normal population. But you know, I consider myself somewhat new to the game. And just spending the whole day bashing zombies can also get a little bit repetitive. So this is a completely new single player world that we started today. So I didn't want to play on the multiplayer that I started like a few weeks ago, because then I would have to just say, oh yeah, the last 3 weeks I did this and this and this, and now I have all these weapons and all these cars and all this other stuff. And I thought that's kind of like, this I can have exclusively for the stream, so nobody ever misses out on, like, say, progression that's happening. I think that will be more interesting in the long term. Do I see a key down there on the ground? I do not. But that car looks like it's good condition. He will break through the window though. But yeah, so in that In the multiplayer game, though, so far, I was always able... I've died on the multiplayer server 3 times so far, and each time I got bitten. When you get bitten, you're dead, right? There's no saving you. It's like Walking Dead, like you're infected. It's all over. So each time, though, I wasn't like bitten and then eaten by the zombies. Like I was bitten, defeated the zombies, and then made it back home to my base so that my next character could then kill my old character and get all my stuff back. But yeah, so in this single player run, this is gonna be completely, let's say, Iron Man. So if I were to die, save game gets deleted. What? Yeah, okay. Yeah, also group over here, yeah. I'm also getting a little bit... I'm getting hot, I'm getting hungry, and I'm getting anxious. So we can solve one of those with a little bit of... smoke. Let's eat a raw onion, because that's the real horror of the zombie apocalypse. Just eat it like an apple. I'm not familiar with that. LGIO. Oh, we're leveling up here, all our skills. Alright. Please be open. No, not open. What about this shitty car here? That's it. E. I mean, you know, it's like eating a little bit, you know, a few pieces of I don't know, sliced raw onion or so is one thing, but just biting like into an apple, that's... Not sure, does this already qualify as being a psychopath? No offense to anyone. Oh, let's game it out. I've heard of that, like he's done some crazy stuff with Satisfactory, but I actually never watched a video of them. So what do we do now? We have 3 potential cars here. Well, 2 potential cars. Do I try one more time my luck with smashing in a window, hoping the key is inside? I think I do. One big advice to everybody: never smash in the driver's side window, because that's if it's your car, you do want to have a window. Why's the door lock button not working? That's concerning. Oh, the lock is broken. All right. saw these mannequins and I thought they were zombies. I'm like, oh, there's another big group here. We need to be careful. No, just a clothing store. So this is kind of a strip mall, right? I mean, do I need any clothes? Not really. I'm not even sure why I went in here. It's the slightly less successful clothing store with a single rack and a big restaurant. You're just gonna be annoying. Smash another window. Okay. Oh, you know what? I never checked the motorcycle. Okay, no key here. Oh, you know, I wanted to go inside because there could be, like, in one of the containers here, in any of the shops, could be one of the keys for the cars parked outside. I always feel like getting your first car in this game is what makes a huge difference. Right? That gives you so many more options. Break here. I would say with the at least in vanilla, I would actually say if you are breaking into a heavy-duty vehicle, break the passenger side front window, not the back window, because for window heavy-duty vehicles are really hard to find, and finding a replacement back window is kind of hard. It's much easier to find a replacement front window. Then again, I do have some mods active that actually allow me to make new windows from scratch, so that's actually not a concern here. Alright, no keys. Let's grab a garbage bag. Even though I feel like I'm collecting that stuff too early. Door chat. Flashlight. Try to remember that, probably won't. Flashlights are super useful to have. Okay. It's like a... What's this? Like a laundromat? Or like cleaning service? Yeah, okay. That makes more sense. Military camo shirt. You know what? I'm gonna swap my sweater for the camo shirt. Is outside? Yes, it is. Okay. It seems to be an upstairs here, though. Oops. Yeah, I think that's the kind of the niche, the trick from Let's Game It Out, that they kind of try to break the game in a way. And which is not, it's not like a what's the other guide? Spiffing Brit, who always like tries to find exploits and abuse them in the game to his own advantage. And it's like in a different way breaking the game, more like pushing the game to its limits, I would say. So what's in the back here? Past 10 in the evening. We're probably getting tired soon. This looks like some sort of, I don't know, convenience store. Okay, this is where the... Not sure I like this. Kind of doing this door flashing on the one hand to see if there's someone on the other side, and on the other hand to kind of get an impression of what kind of room it is. I thought this was some apartments over shops, but it's like just offices. Doesn't really interest me to explore them fully. Alright, what's in this section here? I mean, this part of the building does not have a second floor? Strange. Now what? Screw this part of the town. Oh, there's a barricaded building. But it's coming up at 11. So I'm gonna fall back. I think I'm taking the house at the end of the street where we just were in. I'm gonna spend the night there, read some books until my character gets tired, get some sleep, get a fresh start in the morning, and then we push for that barricaded house. You know, first day, 108 kills in 13 hours in game. That's not a bad shake of the sauce bottle, as they say. And there's still someone in here. This was open, I would go in, but yeah, let's screw that guy. He's not gonna come after me. I said also had broken windows. What? Nobody will know that there's a broken window that I can just come in through. Check the back door. Let's close all this. Okay. I'll be fine. For a second, I was considering like taking apart the table, getting some planks, and barricading that window. It's fine. It's fine. Totally safe bedroom. Alright, let's have a quick look then. I'm just gonna start reading one of the books that I have. Fast forward time in the meantime and see if we get tired. Just. The thing is, I never actually played with a wakeful character before. Okay, we're getting drowsy. So they get tired slower. So I don't know like what the ideal kind of approach is here time-wise. Alright, I think we're gonna drink that orange soda. Fully. We're no longer hungry and we have no chevron going down, so we're not losing weight. And then we can use that empty bottle as a water bottle and can get rid of that heavy saucepan. Alright. Quick smoke and then it's nap time. So, whenever you do an activity, right, by any of your skills, you get XP for that skill. If you read a book, you get a multiplier to that XP. So if we completely read the tailoring book, we get for the first 2 levels 3 times multiplier. And for example, tailoring is really, really slow to level up. So getting triple XP is worth it. Even if you spend like, let's say 4 hours in game reading the book, it's still gonna speed up your progress. And the higher level books give you a higher multiplier. Yeah, it didn't set an alarm. Okay, up at 8. That's fine. Bit weather. Let's fill the soda bottle. And let's get rid of Saucy here. Saucy pan. This guy's still trying to beat his way out of the closet there. So one thing I'm rarely doing. That was terrifying. There was some screams coming from the north. So a meter event sound, which might draw zombies now from the south in that direction, which may or may not be good. Although they are not even moving. So maybe it wasn't loud enough to draw anyone in. So you will rarely see me running. Kinda have adopted kind of a play style where I rarely run unless I have to. And I also probably never sneak around. Because sneaking is just a way to delay fighting zombies until suddenly there are too many. I'd rather just, you know, walk up to the zombies, hey, what's up? And ask them some questions. Oh, crowbar them some questions? Okay, that doesn't quite work. So one guy disappearing around the corner and two guys down the street here. Get their attention. It's also probably a food-ish item store. So you see these barricaded doors and windows. So these are so-called survivor houses. So basically someone held out in there. Now don't ask me why they're barricaded from the outside. You know, if there's a survivor inside, it's like, doesn't make sense, but... What are you carrying here, buddy? A meat cleaver. Interesting. Yeah, it's a bit of a risky one. Oh, these are all heavily barricaded. Okay. I still think I wanna... Yeah, that's... So... Walls... High walls and fences cannot be broken by zombies. Like the ones that are there at the start of the game. So that means we're kind of safe here. Nobody can show up from the back. We got that guy. I don't think there's someone here. So climbing in through this is always a little bit tricky because you climb over the sink, and so you're slower getting inside. Like if there's someone there, he could come over and bite me. Also, there are two guys there. One of you turn around. Turn around. That's the gold find, yeah. Large backpack. Let's equip that on my back. There's way more carrying capacity, and so the way backpacks work in this game, if I can find my old duffel bag now. What happened? Did I drop it already? Or am I just blind? Throw that away. Read this map. An annotated map from Rosewood. Stashed some guns. Here next. Okay, what? What did I do with the duffel? Oh, it's on the ground here. Okay, cool. So each backpack has two values, so to say. One is the capacity. So this has a capacity of 18 and weight reduction 65. So anything you put in there weighs 65% less. The large backpack has capacity 27, 85% reduction. So you can throw all this shit in there and loot so much more stuff. Yeah, all of this. Get in there. That's one option, that, you know, someone sacrificed himself, or maybe they drew straws, right? And someone had to go outside for the barricades. But you can... Oh boy. And that's the other thing with these barricaded houses. They have weapons, usually. weapons, food, medical supplies stashed away. Not necessarily everywhere, but, you know, that one crate has enough melee weapons for us to last us a while. So, trash. What do we have here? Never machete? And hunting knives are kinda... I'm not a fan of knives in this game. Like, a lot of people really like them. I'm just not a fan. Machete was almost broken. What's in the kitchen here? A dead mouse. Fantastic. That's not much food. Another axe. Full condition. Survival knife. It's not amazing loot. Like, free... Didn't find any guns. It's just melee weapons in all of them. The question is really... So I started with... I have an experience bonus to X because I'm a fire officer. So you start with like X skill and bonus. So I level up X's faster, but we've been using that crowbar for a really long time now and already have 2 in long blunt. So could stay with the long blunts, which would be like the baseball bat. Then there's the kind of really like machetes and like long blade weapons. We have 2 machetes here, 1 more upstairs. 2 axes here. I hate making decisions. I mean, we can always come back, right? But okay, hang on. I think I have some really useless trash on me, like a metal bar. That's a short blunt weapon. I really don't want to use short blunts. That could have been more on point, but okay, I think I get what I mean. I hope I understand my past self. Future self will understand me. Lots of houses. Just trying to take a look around how this neighborhood is looking. No. Yeah, which brings us back to the original problem of, hey dude, where's my car? Really, where's any car? It's freaking mannequins. Yeah, there's a big group there. There's no vehicles anywhere nearby. Okay, one lesson I forgot about in that second. Don't take corners like that. Don't go in a short way around a corner. Take wide corners. Doors and corners, that's how they get you. Put some more water bottles here if we need them. So this is like what you normally find, I think, in a gas station. So this should be cigarettes, and matches, and lighters. Be full again. But let's look around for all the shelves. Again, I'm still banking on the chance that there might be a key to one of the cars parked outside in one of the shelves here. I've seen it happen before. Chocolate, though. Why would the key be on a shelf here? I don't know, but that's the way the game works sometimes. You'd really just read the magazines and throw them away. There's no reason actually to collect them. But I also don't want to spend the time reading right now. Okay, one option we haven't tried yet, I think. Not sure why everything was blinking here. But yeah, okay, no luck here. Check in the diner if the key's in there, but kind of running out of options. Point rifle sling, okay. Hey, Chefe. Your car outside? Hello, ground girl. Good evening, welcome. How are you doing? I didn't check these things. Nothing! Yeah, I'm getting a little bit restless because we're really in the shitty residential area of Louisville. And every car we found so far does not have any keys nearby. There's a big parking lot over there, maybe? So far, the zombies have been kind. I mean, they're very attracted to me, but they've refrained from biting. Which is always nice, yeah? Unless it's consensual. And I don't consent to zombie bites. There's also a lot of them. Okay. Don't mind me, I just wanna... Okay, they're minding me. You think? We finally getting a key here. It's open and nothing inside. Oh, two more friends. Hello, friend. Yeah, so whenever I get bitten, it's usually in the groin, so I'm not sure why the zombies are such a preference for that. Where's my food? So I really think the spooky music could stop when there's no more zombies coming for me. And so on that multiplayer server where I played the other stream, the server, the main guy, right, the Royal Cheese, he's a big car freak, at least in game. So he always has the car spawns turned up a lot. Like you find tons of cars. Like this kind of parking lot would probably have 4 cars on it. So I'm kind of used to that, and I'm like, now, okay, there's like no car here, 2 cars over there. It's a little bit harder if you're not mobile from day one on. Or day 2 for that matter. Well, I take the cigarettes and the bandage. I'd prefer the car keys though. Ooh, key in ignition. Hello, beautiful. Just out of gas. Well, we can fix that. That's why we have a gas can. This car looks like trash, though. Yeah. Do you have some gas for me? No. I don't think that was very much gas. This looks really trashed. Oh, it's just the hood. The hood is a little bit broken. The rear windshields, the door. Okay, that's fine. We've got 2 out of 61 gas. What about the engine? 63 quality, that's actually not bad. 52 loudness is not super loud. I'm just gonna check if this car had some gas, we can siphon. Then we're mobile. Yeah, that's also something. I actually started to really like doing that, like fixing up cars, finding something. So on that server, you also have a setting that you can't tow vehicles unless you have a tow truck. So, you know, I found my first tow truck, fixed that up fully, and I'm driving through the city, finding nice cars, towing them back to base, and then fixing them up to 100%. Well, you're never fixing them to 100% realistically, but as good as it gets. I think I'm just gonna get in there, drive to the other parking lot, and check the cars there. What do you want? Actually, gonna take the varsity jacket because that's actually a good warm jacket that doesn't kind of hinder you in any way. Obviously, driving around with cars might get some attention. It's a little bit louder than walking around, just a tiny tad. But we cleared out most of this area, so we should be good here. Yeah, okay. We'll grab some gas from this one. It was basically nothing, okay. I don't think that was much either. Yeah, it's not even a half full canister. Okay, one thing. So this car is basically, for now, I consider it basically my home. So I'm just gonna dump everything from my backpack into it. Then we're gonna do a trip to the barricaded building, get the remaining useful weapons from there. So, you know, our crowbar, it's barely lost any durability. It's such a nice weapon. Okay, let's put that key on the keyring. This away, the watch is away. Keep some cigarettes. Check this car for gas on the way, and then get the other weapons. Maybe grab some supplies, some food from the store here. No, no option to siphon from here. I mean, it's 93, right? So gas prices were a little bit lower back then. Or maybe still high from the first Gulf War. Was that at that point? Not gonna collect 100,000 hammers. Let's take a cooking pot though. Sure, take spaghetti. Oh, did I ever check this one? Yeah, maybe. Well, I'm actually gonna grab that duffel bag. Future use. Alright, down here we had machete, an axe, full condition axe even. This is more as a tool, the pipe wrench. The spike basie. Shovel? Sure, shovel. We've got a car, we can transport all the stuff. The next order of business is, you know, finding some place where I want to base up. Yeah, we're gonna need a knife, one way or the other. Might as well be a hunting knife. Right. Fill up my water. You know what? Let's take the garbage bags from here. Mostly trash food in here, right? I know you earned it. We earned it. Get some sweets. This kind of looked like it was already broken. Okay, so let's break this. No house alarm, that's good. It's a toy shop. Fantastic. Gotta get the toy bear. Gotta set priorities, right? What we're taking. I don't want to take all the... Oh, Fluffy Food the bunny? Yes, please. Basically already won the video game. Now, the only downside of doing this, like really literally shoving everything into the car, if you drive into a bad area and the car breaks down and you just have to get out and run, then of course all that stuff is at least temporarily lost. So with that being said, let's actually keep 1x on us. Okay, so Louisville. Now, this is not a modded city, so this was a gunshot meta event, so we're gonna have some zombie movement. How are we looking for gas now? Not great. I'm trying to consider where I want to go in the city now. Where I want to set up base. There's like typical base locations, but even though they've been done 1,000 times, they are just such a good base location. So I think we're gonna head west to the corner of the town where there's a river there, and there's some really nice houses along that river. And yeah, maybe we find a nice place. Oh, we definitely will find a nice place there to hunker down. Hopefully fuel is gonna be enough to get there. And also, hopefully, I remember the way. It's a gas station here, but it feels like it's too popular at this time of this hour of the day. Oh. Wasn't me. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I gotta remember this. There's an Act 1 here. There's also a lot of zombies here. Gas station. Well, this is basically center of the city here. Coming through. Okay, I think we're coming onto the university grounds here. Keep an eye out for any fancy cars. Mark them for later use. Okay. Big parking space down here. Probably interesting cars on there. I'm already in, you know, I don't even care about the zombies, but oh, interesting cars. There was a beetle down there. Right, and this is kind of what I was hoping to go for, this building, which has a huge triple-size garage attached to it. But I think we'll have to fight for this. So getting out. Okay, those guys haven't noticed me, but we drew a little bit of a crowd. Okay. Gonna use the car to space them out a bit. Gonna conga line them up. Marathon, not a sprint. I wish I had the beta blockers from inside the car. Then I wouldn't be panicking and would be doing like 50% more damage. Oh, that's kinda... That was going the wrong way. Die, please. Okay. Care about the zombie loot for now. Let's have a quick look here. Do I have my beta blockers? Right. Gonna favorite them. So if you favorite an item and if you transfer them to, then the game will not transfer them. Like favorite items always stay in your inventory. You know, I think it's time that we take some of those. What concern is right now we're getting moist, which could be from the rain. It could also be from the physical exhaustion. You know what? I should actually... sit in the car a second. Take a deep breath. Also, as much as I like to keep the motor running, to have an escape, right? We don't have that much fuel. Okay, so we've got 3 guys there. We probably need to get rid of this group, but maybe we can sneak in. Let's check this. So these kind of houses here, they all have high fences, mostly around, with just a little bit that you have to wall off or build a gate. Right. Do I clean outside and drive in first, or do I clean inside, then outside? Well, first of all, let's have a quick smoke over that. Yeah, that's a plenty of room for some car collection. The wall doesn't go all the way to the water, so you kind of have to build something in the back. Okay. Looks clear on the out. Actually, even if that window was open, I don't want to go in there this close to the zombie.
It is good to see you again.
Come this way. What's that? Astro, hello, hello there. For the house, that's good. Yeah, I hear at least 2 dudes banging on doors. Still 2 more. One is here. No? What? Stairs? This door? Ooh, leather gloves. That's much better than these. These ones. Ooh. Hunting rifle. Okay, I need to find that guy before he destroys my door here. Yeah. Alright, silence. Oh, what a find! How to use generators. That's such an important one. Okay, I mentioned, I think earlier, so within the first 30 days, at some point, the power will shut off, right? Nobody there administering the power plants, they eventually shut off. So if you want to run anything with electricity, most important, a fridge and or freezer to keep your food from spoiling, you need a generator. And you can't use a generator unless you find this manual, which is normally a fairly rare find. And we found it in the safe house that we're trying to establish here. So yeah, I like the cooking head, but maybe the barrett we found upstairs is as an upgrade on the looks. Just gonna read that quickly, so I'm not gonna. I could have just kept it in there. There's no reason, like we don't need to read it right now. And since we're playing with permadeath, as in if we die, we delete the world. We're not gonna just create a new character and try to get to this house again. Although it could also be fun considering we have to completely random spawns. If we spawn halfway across the world trying to get in here, it would be a bit of an adventure. But let's not plan for the death already. Let's so how big is the map? Let me actually. So normally I don't use. I kind of didn't want to use the online map that exists for this game because you kind of spoil yourself a little bit. Then again, Louisville, since we spawned there, there's a lot of stuff in there anyway. And on the other hand, like the modded maps are not included yet. So let me just. Can I get this over here? Full screen there. So this is the online map of the game. So we are currently scrolling in this little building with this little free door garage outdoor. We came across here, right? Drove. This way, somewhere. Yeah, we came parked this. These are the warehouses, this parking lot. And I think, yeah, this is where we found the car. This is the house where we started. This is where we triggered the car. And yeah, so this is quite a bit of a journey here through the city. But the city itself is easily like, a little bit bigger, and that's just a tiny portion of the map. Now, in addition to that, I have some map mods installed that add a huge section here, another big city down here, or like several things, and something back here. And some of the empty green spots on the map are also filled in with more cities, more locations, etc. So how big is the map? The answer is yes. Yes, the map is big. It is on sale. Steam Summer Sale started today. So, 11 something. Well, you have to pay in that weird currency. I don't know how much in pounds that is. So should be about 10 pounds or so. Ooh, these are locked. Yeah, this is open. So that's just gonna open and close these once so that we can so loud. I can use them from the outside. Hello? Who's making the sound? Might be someone on the outer wall. No. Hello? I didn't know someone was living in here. The new neighbor, nice to meet you. Ooh, new crowbar. Oh yeah, so this is we're really getting a good start off here. Propane torch. Okay, now we just need a welder mask, and we have that settled also. Let's back in here. Car parts, car tools, jack, luck wrench, another propane torch. Mechanics books 1 to 5, except for 4. Alright. Future car mechanic, ready to go. We need some food, which we don't have on us. And we probably need to try to pull a few of those guys, kill them. Pull a few more so that I can get the car. There's also five dudes at my car. Two. 5. No, never mind. They were just shuffling around. It was just 2. Another beret. You know, chef's head was fine. Style moved into the neighborhood. This guy looks like a police dude, but I don't think he's packing. Don't see a weapon or a nightstick or anything really. Keeping eyes on the behind. The big scary group of zombies is no more. Bulletproof vest. Yeah, I'm just gonna now let's take it. Like, you're not gonna have shooting zombies, so you don't need the bulletproofing, but it's nice for the winter to have something more warm, and then also some protection from attacks. Although I'm a firm believer in the best protection from attacks is not getting attacked. Don't let the zombies touch you. Well, there, camping my car. Okay. Notice me. Alright, I'm gonna walk this way so I can line them up so they don't all arrive at the same time. Oh, there's some nice sneakers there. So at the start I switched to military boots, you know, because if you have no weapons and you need to stomp zombies, right, but standing on them and stomping, then they have more stomping power. You know what? Style points. Okay, first things first. I want all my food items that are perishable, and we need to bring them inside. Put them in the fridge or in the freezer. Everything that says fresh behind its name would go bad eventually. Okay. Actually freeze that stuff. Chunk that granola bar. Peckish. Still peckish. The thing is, was there a towel somewhere so I can just dry myself? Next order of business. Remove the corpses from the inside. Actually, the other thing, I should check if someone came in through the front after me. Looks like we didn't attract anyone. Cool. So I have the corpse decay here in this game. I think it's either set to 48 or 72 hours. So that's fairly a little bit larger. Fairly a little bit. No, it's actually quite a bit larger, faster than it would normally be by default. But I also don't find it super interesting now having to move corpses and or dig graves or have to burn them or anything like that. So we're just gonna. So I technically wouldn't even have to move them outside because 3 days is not a big deal, but
Right on.
let's just do it correctly here. Oh, illogical. Hello there, and thanks for the resub. Did I say that correctly? 13 months? Wow. Thank you very much. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, so you carry them in your hands, right? You see, I'm not wielding my weapon right now, but there's no model for carrying a corpse. So the way I'm dropping them is also I press 1 to equip my weapon, then they drop the corpse because you can only have one thing equipped at a time. I think there's a mod kind of so you see the corpses when you carry them, but I haven't grabbed that yet. So there's one more reason why I'm building a bit of a mob, not mob, corpse pile here. Hang on, zombie sounds. Okay. Could you actually come over here? Perfect. Like your cooperation. Do I have scissors? I don't think so. So we started reading the tailoring book, right? And one of the first things I kind of want to do is get my tailoring skill up to level 2, which you do by taking apart clothes and then using that thread and the cloth rib sheets to, you know, train tailoring things, because you can upgrade in the mods that I have. So one of the mods is called Authentic Z, which adds a lot of additional clothes and items and stuff like these sneakers, and I think the berets are also from the mod. And that mod also allows you to upgrade the backpack. So to make it, to give it additional utility slots where you can put tools on your backpack and also increase the capacity a tiny little bit. It's not completely overpowered or anything, but yeah. And this way, by having them all in a pile, I can rip all the clothes up to get some thread out of that. So for completeness, I'm just gonna grab the dude that's in here and have another check if I saw any scissors anywhere here. Because we need scissors to. Well, we can rip up most clothing, but anything jeans or leather related, you need scissors. You know, like, I have an axe, I could just axe that stuff apart, but no, it needs to be scissors. No luck. Hey Scott, Scott Noakes, welcome on in. So yeah, for those joining a little bit later or coming in just now, we just traveled halfway through Louisville where we spawned. So we had a random spawn location all the way over here in Louisville. We cleared a few houses here, ran around, mostly looking for a car, found a survivor house with some weapons. Oh, actually, the weapons are no longer here. I took them all now, so I can remove that. And took the car, drove across the city to the river. Along the river here, there are a bunch of nice mansions, and yeah, that's where we I'm trying to make a base here now. I'm still lacking a few essentials, like especially books to train skills, various tools like scissors. Oh, I gotta check the car. I don't remember picking up any. Nope. Is there any other tool storages in here? I think up here. Yeah. It's gonna annoy me if that's lying on the ground here. Actually, take those with us. Vitamins, yes please. I mentioned before that I usually don't run, but now that we have... There's a gun case? I didn't see that before. Another Beretta. We might be starting shooting soon. Although, yeah, we don't have any shooting skill to begin with, which makes it really hard at the start. All this stuff in here for now. Okay. Not the tools I was looking for. So it's 8 in the evening, so I don't think we're gonna do any big trips out for looting. Oh, hi. That could have gone real bad. Okay, might be worth doing a quick look around the fence on both sides to make sure we don't have any nosy neighbors. Oh, hi. Would you come in here, please? Actually, I have just the spot for you. Looks like the neighbor house is burnt down, if I see that correctly. Good thing I went for this house, huh? Yeah, this looks clear, at least along the fence line. I kind of want to, close that off there, that gap. That would mean cutting down a few trees and building like a wall out of tree logs. But we need a bunch of tree logs for that. Probably ruin one of our nice axes, because we don't have a woodcutter axe. Now, you could say, okay, any axe is a woodcutter axe if you hit the wood hard enough, and you wouldn't be wrong. Okay. Clear. Little jog around the corner. Okay, this guy. Like, no reason to have anyone lingering around outside this close to my home base. So I mentioned it before. I mean, I'm not getting any money for that, but it is on sale on Steam right now because of the Steam summer sale. 33% off, which I think means, like, for me it's €11.24 or so. So whatever it is in your local currency. And if you don't like it after playing it, you can always refund on Steam, right? Alright, so we do have an axe here. Let's equip that in both hands. kill this guy so I can cut down some trees in peace. No, you're not. Hello? Sir. I do like the X hit sounds way more than any other weapon. So in order to do a lock wall, we need 4 locks, 4 rip sheets. Okay. Someone here can provide us with some rip sheets. Can't use the dirty racks. I think the other wall we should probably build from the inside. We need some more locks for that first. Really, like, cutting trees, you know, half your vision is blocked by the tree you're cutting, and it takes a lot of your stamina. It's always a dicey thing. We need 2 more ripped sheets. Now, actually ripping up stuff here might give us tailoring XP, so maybe we should have read the book first. But I really want to get those walls up on the back side of the base here. Let's grab this. I'm gonna throw the jeans and the lever on the ground so it doesn't despawn when the zombie despawns. Because we can use those resources later on. Do I want to wear animal print underpants? Doesn't specify what kind of animal, right? Okay, that should be safe-ish. I feel like Buttspot is not trying hard enough today. Lacking off a little bit. Hungry again. Oh, since we actually have a base now, we might actually just randomly shoving something into our mouth, cook something here. First meal in our new home. 4 more logs, please. And no zombie bites. Can't wait to get out of this rain. Hopefully the weather is better tomorrow. Oh, hang on. You know what? I'm just gonna kill you here. Where did this one come from? I thought we cleared out this whole area between the buildings. Now, there's still a chance, right? Just because, like, player-constructed walls are not immune. So we could have zombies that get stuck there and then start beating on the walls, or that get attracted by noise. I don't know if I'm fishing here or something. Or by these meta events that something happens. So I gotta occasionally check that this is still all intact and that there's nobody on the outside. Don't think anyone wandered in here. Close this window and then close the garage door too. Now, what I always see a lot of people do is, they bring then curtains all around and, close all the curtains, barricade the windows, and I'm like, no. Gonna eventually build a gate out here, and then if they're at the house, we having an issue. Like that's not an issue that a closed curtain will fix at that point. So kind of don't care at this point then. So what did we have? It's all frozen now, obviously. That's a little cabbage, got a little carrot, and a leek. And 1 potato. And unfreeze them. Pink pot. I know we brought one, yes. Come on, stop being frozen. Grab all of that. And then we make a nice stew. Potato. Oh no, we've got a leak in our cooking pot. gonna start organizing a little bit. All cooking tools go into the one under the sink. The bottle can stay there. Okay. How quickly are you cooking? It's gonna take a while, huh? Maybe time to start unloading a little bit. Grab all the weapon stuff. Put them into this thing. And actually, give me that hunting knife. This is gonna be our kitchen knife here, because we kind of need to have a knife in the kitchen in case you want to butcher a rabbit or, you know, cut up some other stuff. Okay, then we smoke. Crazy-eyed. Did actually nobody grab that first and you grabbed it now? Unbelievable. Like, yeah, don't want to sit here and wait for this to cook, but yeah, if I do anything else, then we have burnt stew in a few minutes. Here. Speed. Game speed. Oh, yeah. Our first self-cooked meal here. Just, you know, pour it into you right out of the cooking pot. Yeah, exactly. Like you never want to burn food. Also, I have a character trait here of weak stomach. No, that's prone to illness. If I actually ate burnt food, I would just die. Like, GG, game over. All right. What else are we gonna do? Put all the electronic stuff in here and all the medical stuff that I don't need on me, like the extra beta blockers, in here. I'm gonna throw all the clothing that I'm not wearing in there. This can all stay. Okay. This is favorited so it doesn't get removed. Cool. Alright, exciting inventory management. Oops. And then non-perishable food items. Although, you know, tortilla chips, non-perishable, don't they get like kinda a little bit stale if you leave them out too long? Put all the books in the bookshelf, yay! I'm gonna put that in my main inventory so we can continue reading that. And we put the non-perishable food in here. Transform. And speed up. Okay, that's the most important thing here, right? Fluffy food. And the toy bear. Let's start our plushie collection here. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about. It's like, yeah, like does it not? I don't know how it actually behaves because you know it never lasts that long. It's like these packs of M&Ms that have somehow like a thing to reseal them. It's like, what? When would I need that? Okay, so I've got some medical stuff, some clothing stuff, and some electronic stuff. So camera here. It's not really much electronic, and we have some ripped sheets that I started putting away. I know this is not the most exciting part, sorting out the base, but it kind of helps, right? You do that once, and then for the future, everything else goes so much faster. Okay, keeping the stuff, so you kind of also, that's kind of what I always say you would want to have on you, like something to disinfect the wound, painkillers, bandages to bandage wounds. And vitamins in case you're somewhere out there and you're getting tired. Oh no, that's bored. Some more stuff of this. Firearm stuff. More electronic stuff. Can opener for the kitchen. Cereal for the kitchen. I'm gonna throw the tapes in here. Electronic stuff in here. Cereal and water in here. I was going to say, did I hear just a zombie outside? Excuse me. Stay away from my windows. I guess, I mean, barricading this as long as I don't have the front blocked might be an idea so they don't smash my windows in. There was a second one wandering off though. I'll have to think about this. Hello? Where did this guy come from? Wasn't I just outside? What? Why are there so many zombies in a zombie apocalypse? So even though I'm not tired yet, I kind of want to get onto a different sleeping schedule. It almost feels like my normal. It's like, oh, 10 past 1. I want to... Okay, I can activate the alarm. Can I set the alarm, please? So I want to watch the morning show. I think it's the cooking show. Comes in the morning. That starts at 6. So I'm gonna set the alarm for 5:50, going to bed at 1:10. Yeah, not even 5 hours of sleep. Very realistic game. When we didn't even sleep the full time. Yeah, this wakeful trait is really... It's gonna mess with my sleep timings, I think. Then I figured out like how long you can actually stay awake for. Okay, I guess we can do some more unpacking here. Firearms and ammo. Put into this thing. And I think I'll even drop the one that I have on me in there. Like, without shooting skill, shooting a pistol is just pointless, kind of. Also add matches and cigarettes in here. You know, all the stuff that kills. Didn't I put the can opener away in the kitchen? 2 times. Oh, we had 2 can openers. The pen needs to be actually on me so I can mark stuff on the map. That's like garden stuff, generic tools. I think we have an unused cabinet in the corner there. So the show starts in 40 minutes in game. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna sit myself off in front of the TV, turn it on, turn down the volume, tune into the right channel. And while some random program is running, we're just gonna read our book. And we're gonna speed up time a little bit. I think you shouldn't run at full speed when an actual show comes, because then you don't get all the XP ticks. But I think 2 times speed is working. That's the cooking show, and I think that gave us 1 level of cooking. Yay. Basically master chefs now. Barely, like... Okay, you know what? I'm gonna finish this book, because I want to rip up those cloves there, and I get tailoring XP for doing that before they disappear, right? So we're just gonna fast forward here. Probably gonna get bored from sitting inside. We're getting anxious because we're not smoking. We're getting hungry. But come on. Bloody slow reader. Oh, it's like, yeah, I can just fast forward time when reading. I don't need to read faster, but it's so slow. So yeah, and now that we're through this, like that in there again. So we now have here a free time XP multiplier for tailoring. So anything tailoring stuff we do, we get free time XP. Like, tailoring is not super priority. I just wanted to get it. It's kind of a I want to get it over with priority for me. Let's eat a big chunk of our stew from yesterday. Stew from last night. It's kind of the best stew. You know, if it had some time to really mush together. So probably eat a little bit more by the end of the day so we don't lose weight here. At the moment we're on the losing track. Oh, and the rain is over. Fantastic. Let's do a quick 32 clothing items to shred here. What in the world? That was terrifying. Okay, before I continue this, I want to check if this is actually... This should be, like, blocked here. There's no way to walk around this, right? Okay. Then I check the front of the house. Maybe doing a perimeter check in the morning might be the responsible thing to do. You know, like this dude there. Right, as I was saying, so that should be pretty much everybody, and we'll just throw all the jeans that we see on the ground for later, because we need scissors for that. I think we need credit cards. So broken you can't use it anymore. And that's our end result here. No, hang on, there's one more. Away the dirty rags. You could clean them, but you get so many ripped sheets anyway. And thread is what we really want. Thread is what you need then to actually level up your tailoring. Because even that ripping apart a whole bunch of corpses here just now. Oh, hang on, that's the... Where did I put the ripped sheets? Kitchen, right? So that was an exciting 9.36 XP, considering we had a 3 times XP multiplier. Alright, what do we tackle next? I think... could either visit our neighbor on foot or just take the car and drive around the site and, you know, check out the houses here along the water. I think we want to have the car, right? Because we expect big loots, although I'm really concerned about our fuel situation. I should totally grab that gas can. And also I should totally leave those watches behind. So similar to tailoring, like taking apart watches and phones and this stuff gives you electronics XP. But we don't have the book for that yet, so I don't want to waste it. Let's take apart all these bodies, but I want to bash some heads in. Preferably zombie heads in-game. Now this is burnt down. I don't think there's anything to get there. Right. Here we go, clobbering again. Guys, I'm over here. The sheer disrespect. They're more interested in my car than in me. Meanwhile, those zombies smashed in that gate, so we can get in there. That's kind of nice of them, in a way. Yeah, maybe if I washed myself, then I'm a little bit shinier than the car and they go for me. I mean, maybe it's an advantage if they go for the car and not for me. At least sometimes. Like, to be fair, the car can be replaced. I'm gonna start to panic again. 3 zombies, come on. Get shit together. No, don't get up just for me. Stay down. One more freak inside there, right? So I wouldn't mind him actually taking apart this. Just help you. There's 2 advantages. First of all, get some door hinges and doorknobs. We can use all that stuff. Like if we want to build a gate of our own on our side of the world, we need hinges and knobs. We also need like tailoring skill of 6, and we have 1 because I didn't watch the tailoring show at 12. It's kind of a mistake. Was at home anyway. Let me just throw all of that shit in here. And here we go murdering again. guys actually gonna come around, or are you just gonna stand at the fence? No. Okay. Your pathfinding is not that terrible. Right, please no house alarm. In this case, I'm gonna run around a little bit in the house. Here is zombie. I wanna take the large gas can with us. Maybe we could collect 100,000 hammers, but I don't think we're going to be using hammers as a weapon. Actually, let's take one baking pan in case we want to bake some fancy stuff. Start collecting some bowls. Pancakes. I was trying to make some sounds so the zombies start making some sounds, but I'm just hearing one sleeping zombie. It's not bashing on any doors or anything, so I don't know. Knew it! Knew you were in here somewhere. Bloody jump scare noise. It's grab that. Spare torch. Although we we don't have a torch yet, right? The one we found we didn't pick up back in the day. Gun case, you say? With a shotgun and 2 boxes of shotgun shells. Okay. Something I can get behind. And I think that's the house. And a hand fork, I think. Oh. Hey. Man, what a shit weather. What a shit weather here. Yeah, the cake is a lie, but not the pancake. So there was a funny bug in multiplayer with pancakes. For some reason, like, they were never despawning. Like, I was playing with a buddy of mine. We had made some pancakes, had them in our oven, right? And whenever someone would take them out, like 5 minutes later, there would be 2 freshly cooked pancakes back in the oven. Like, we had a never-ending fresh pancake supply, and it's like, this is not the apocalypse. This is paradise. Never-ending oven of pancakes. Sign me the F up. Oh, I kind of want to loot one more building before we call it a day here. But that was a kind of a big group. Maybe we can compartmentalize them, or we just say screw it. They won't follow us this far. Like, they'll give up after time. So we could just say, you know what? Let's head to the other side of our house. Check out the neighbors in that direction. Oh, the music's slapping. Music's saying, go, go, go. Go get them. Try out that new shotgun. And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't considering it briefly. Problem is, shotguns have a fairly large sound range, so if you start shooting shotguns, you better make sure you have enough shotgun ammo so you can finish shooting shotguns and not finish running away. Another truck here. Maybe that's an upgrade over what we have. Maybe it's just a source of some more gas. Kind of conditioned to ignore vitamins, because in multiplayer you usually don't need them. Sleep and tiredness is often not a thing. Especially those of you who are here for the multiplayer server, where the server had the monster drinks. That stuff's just insane. It's like, oh, you're tired? Here, chuck a monster. It's basically, there was a night's sleep of energy in a single can of drink. Yeah, it looks a little bit run down here. No gas. Crappy engine quality. Yeah, you know what? Maybe some spare parts that we can grab later on. Like 6? Okay. Our back is clear, so we have somewhere to kite them to. It's like, combat often looks easy, but there's, I think, more that goes into it. 90% of not getting killed here is probably being aware of your surroundings and knowing where zombies might be and where you can like move back to. Someone is starting to bash on a door somewhere inside here. I saw 2 more guys up there. So I think I want to kill them first before I go inside. Pending. You'd have joined that group. No, I know. It's open, but I'd rather go through a door. Okay. Do the risky climb in. Doors open for an escape. We're gonna take the cleaning liquid and the mop so we can clean up if we have to. In our own house. Not the highest loot priority, but got plenty of room in the car and we're almost on the way back. Ooh, a canteen. Canteen is a better water container than a water bottle. That's really nice find. Also a poncho. Poncho has, as you see, 100% water resistance. So, you know, if you're constantly in rainy weather, wear a poncho. Did I mention that we have really shit weather in the game here? It's like, this is worse than here in Ireland, tell ya. The harsh truth that nobody wants to hear. Okay, let's start taking that and that. Sure, let's grab a newspaper. We have the mechanics. It's the kind of the one that you don't need. Electrician, okay, we take level 2. And we take red books. Red books are they give like a bunch of stress and boredom reduction and unhappiness reduction. So if you're ever stuck inside for a longer period where your character gets super unhappy, have a red book or 2 to spare. And you don't have to worry about it. I think the super rare kitchen loot setting is really like any food in any of the houses. That mouse uncooked, yeah. It's gonna stay uncooked. We're not that desperate. Take the ice cream. Okay, I think I heard a zombie sound now from outside. Maybe upstairs? Carpentry Volume 1. That's probably the next book we want to read. I think I need to read all the magazines we have at home, so I know I'm not gonna pick up all the ones we find. Like, once you have them read, it will show you in the tooltip if it's read or not. Into your office. Questionable bathroom. Like, this is not the most exciting loot I've ever seen here, gotta be honest. Some sleeping tablets, so we can... Otherwise, you sometimes are stuck in a situation where you want to sleep, but you can't. Right. Oh. It just turned 1800. Oh, I didn't want to jump down there, but okay. So just here, let's turn this on, switch to live and living, tune in. Back to nature with Dean. And while we're watching that, because we are multitasking, right? Just gonna read these magazines here. We're learning fishing, okay? Next time, guys. We didn't even finish a single of our magazines. Just gonna power through those 3 here. Okay, did I just pick this up double? Well, just throw them in here. We don't need to bring them home, right? By the way, I don't think I've ever shown that. So we just read a dance magazine. Each character has like different dance animations. So we just learned the arm wave. And by default, we started with, well, it's the body wave. Here we go. Got the moves. Peak step. That hurts in my knees just from watching that. Salsa double twirl. Here, ooh. Anyway, moving on. Exactly, we can tell other bees where to find honey. I'm not sure how that's gonna help us with the zombies, but we can. Also munch on that bell pepper here. I think we can do one more building here if we're not running into too much trouble. Might mean that the ice cream is no longer frozen by the time we get home. Would be very sad. Do we really want to do another building? Okay. That's a couple free zombies here. Okay, it's not barricaded, so it's not a super fancy loot building. You know what? Do I look like a beta? No. Let's block the betas. And smash some heads here. One head, 2 heads, 3 heads coming in. No, third did not want to come. All right. I don't think this is probably the first time I've seen a zombie carry both cigarettes and a lighter. Which, I mean, it makes sense that they would have cigarettes and something to you know, light them with. But it never happened so far. Gaining the skills here. That, I'm nimble now. I'm moving twice as fast here. So I thought we stay on long blunts, right, on the crowbar until the crowbar breaks, but he has no intention of breaking. Crowbar's like, no, I'm fine, fine. We can go a little bit longer. Like 1,000 more zombie kills, maybe? Oh, wait, 1,000 more. So I think the default map on standard settings has like 120,000 zombies or so. So playing Apocalypse, so that's I think twice the number of zombies. So even though we have zombie respawn off, oh, and we have all the modded maps, that's probably another 100,000 easily. I don't think we're gonna run out of things to do here anytime soon. Or at least things to murder. Might need a second crew. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go as far as saying, like, for the whole map, you might actually need 3. Then again, we are increasing, like, as your weapon skill increases, the weapon is less likely to break, then the maintenance skill increases also. Oh, it lost durability. It's now only at 75% or so. 2 more in the bushes here. Oh, and like 6 more behind the building. Okay. I didn't want to interrupt your pool party there, buddies. Oh, and the beta blockers already wore off, and I'm getting panicked again. From 2 zombies. Come on, get your shit together. Okay. 5. You know, that's a little bit too close for comfort there. Longer line them. No. Oh, and we actually exerted. All right, we need to take a quick break here somewhere. Right, yeah, okay, I'm gonna just sit on the ground. Maybe it's the sit and spin. The mouse is definitely taking a beating from this.
It is good to see you again.
Bezot, welcome, welcome. Doing some zombie killing rather, here today. Not for too much longer though. Let's see how it goes here. So I'm definitely gonna finish off this house. Then depending on the time of the day in-game and the time of the day in real life, maybe go for one more.